Hey guys, welcome to The Shack, an LTWK podcast brought to you by Mike. Who's it brought to us by?
Us.
Us. That's right. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We definitely enjoy it. Last show was on. Heck, I absolutely forgot. What was the last show we did?
I don't know.
Camping, I think, something like that.
No, it wasn't.
Camping hacks.
Yeah,
Camping
that's
hacks.
right.
That's what it
Oh,
was.
yeah, yeah.
Because we were talking about doing the Halloween
Lean-to
show,
shelter.
and it's still not quite time.
Right.
And we still are going to do that because we have some stories that we're going to tell. So you're going to want to tune in
Stories
for
about
that.
what?
However, this podcast,
Stuff.
the haunted Halloween thing, remember? But this podcast, we had a special request. But first, let's take care of business. I'm LT.
Scooter Harry, man on the inside.
I'm Tyler.
Mikey.
Nick.
And I'm Sam.
There you go. So the gang's all
Man
here.
on my left.
We just finished one of our knife cycles, so we thought we would throw in a podcast. And Mikey came to us and said, hey, we got an email that said...
They would like to hear an episode about the guns we carry in the woods,
Right.
not just everyday carry guns.
So not the things that we carry on a daily basis or like to carry,
Sure.
right? So the woods gun thing. I have a lot of different things that rifles, pistols, depending on what it is.
Yes.
When I go to the farm, I have a different carry gun actually that I use at the farm. So I got a lot to talk about. So
James.
yeah, there's a lot of, and the thing is, the industry's got so many cool things that you want to deal with. I could spend a whole day talking about Thompson Center contenders and encores.
Oh yeah, and that's not even including like crossbows or longbows or
Yeah.
recurves or anything like that. Those are all fun toys.
Yes, and we may have some time at the end, and we'll get into that as well. But if we're going to talk guns as opposed to EDC, everyday carry and stuff, I guess let's start on the hunting side. I know some of you guys aren't hunters. He put his hand up. That's good.
I am. I am not really. It's not that I'm
Hunter.
opposed
So
to
maybe
it.
they will have to pass on a
I
couple.
feel like we may be
questions.
split 3-3 there.
Yeah, might be, but we'll see. So let's see where we're thinking about hunting. Sammy, I guess you're going to get to start. So if you're doing small game, and I know you and your dad are big squirrel hunters, what kind of stuff do you take in the woods?
Normally, anymore, I take a 12-gauge pump shotgun for my small game. I used to, back in the day, do a 410 when I was a little fella.
Oh, I love 410s.
Before that, I got to do the 22. That ain't super fun squirrel hunting with a 22.
Love 22s.
See, I never
Is or
was a
isn't?
22 squirrel hunter. No.
It is
Is-
not
isn't-
super fun.
oh.
No.
There are
Why?
guys that swear by it, and there's guys that swear at the guys that swear by it because it's. I mean, think about it. You got a little tiny thing that you're using a 22 to, and it's
Doesn't
moving
that
around
make it
a
more
tree.
challenging? And is
Yeah.
that part of it?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's
I'm not a 22
super lazy
squirrel guy.
using a 12-gauge, but you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Oh,
The way I hear it, it mostly vaporizes.
Yeah, you just
that's what I was
in the
thinking.
general direction
mostly just
of
a
where the
pink
movement
mist.
was.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones to go squirrel hunting with was a single shot Stevens 20 gauge. That was the one as
Love
a
some
younger
20 gauge.
guy, I liked that single shot 20 gauge. Oh, it was light, quick, and just, I mean, it's a scatter gun, so accuracy is what it is, but man, it was just a sweet thing to carry. Now, I got a Remington 870, so I too carry a pump 12 gauge squirrel hunting. Anybody else have?
And, no, wait, Sammy.
okay.
What sort of ammo for this 12 gauge do you obliterate the squirrels with?
2 3/4 bird shot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, because
same
Where
here.
you're
I
picking
do
that
own
out
a
of your
shotgun.
teeth, I
I've
bet.
never
Yeah.
shot at a squirrel before, but I know they make a bunch of different wacky.
They
crazy
do, and you know
ammo
what?
for it.
I don't get into it so deep that
What
I have
about-
to have this, that, or the other. I'm same as him. 2 3/4 bird
What
shot or
about
whatever.
the
it is.
darts? The shells with the darts.
No,
You
no,
ever
no,
try
no.
that?
What you need is for what they
No.
use for fire trail
The
maintenance.
incendiary
That's right.
shells.
They call
Just
them
try-
yeah.
dragon's
No, I know
breath
what you're talking
rounds.
about. I actually think I might have one or two
Okay,
of those.
full disclosure and disclaimer. If
Here we
you
go.
decide to shoot that through your shotgun, please make sure it's a shotgun you don't care about because there's a really good chance it will warp your barrels.
Ooh,
It is
snap.
hot.
It's super hot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not a.
It's magnesium and phosphorus usually,
Yeah.
I think.
Good tip.
But I'm on my 870 12 gauge. I really like that one. I like that quite a bit.
If
So
you,
any
Sam,
of the
if
other
you don't
guys?
jump in there,
What?
Because he's going to keep talking shotguns.
That's
You
okay.
gotta-
That's what I use for small
That's what he's
game.
using. That's what he said.
Say
I know,
870,
but there's
12
gotta
gauge
be,
part of the
pump.
there's got to be
discussion?
more to it.
Children.
You know.
Like what?
I don't know. Tactical
you-
sling, light,
No.
red dot scope. I
There's
don't know.
a-
I never hunted a squirrel.
There's a leather sling on it. That's about it.
Yeah, that's
So you
it's
just
not fancy.
Trump
stuff.
Sling
through
is
the
a
woods,
holster for a
obliterating
long
these
gun.
little four-legged
I
flying
don't.
rats.
They don't get obliterated.
No.
That's-
I think with a shotgun.
That was
you
a
might-
joke,
I-
bud.
You
It's
know the
not from me
You know
to
on your
you.
hunting coat, where
don't know.
in the back of your hunting coat you throw the squirrel.
Don't
Yes, I-
ju-
yes.
don't
You
ever
just do that.
no don't ever do that.
They
just
probably
do that.
drip blood
Don't
on
you
your butt,
ever
right?
don't ever
You make
no, it's
sure that
not.
they're
It's for
fancy.
birds and that's different.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I put them in
Yeah, that's where they go.
there. Anyway,
Alright.
so
I had no
any-
idea Nick
anyone
was
else?
this opinionated about hunting.
Yeah, the guy that
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
hunt.
I'm gonna.
I'm
just
opinionated
curious.
about my wool coats that have pockets like that.
Well, first of all, mine wasn't wool. Mine
Neither
was
was mine.
probably.
And second of all, that was my wool coat.
Nah, not that one, bud.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. Any other you guys small game hunt?
Well, I mean, I used to small game squirrels, rabbits, and stuff. I don't
Okay.
know what it was. It was my grandfather's old 22 long rifle.
Yeah.
I don't know all the specs from it, but I used to go hunting with that all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those weird guys that did enjoy hunting squirrels and rabbits with
There's
22s.
so much work involved.
Love
to, like, aim.
22s.
I really didn't even know that was
Like
a thing until I
Aim.
got older because my dad was a scattergun hunter. You know.
My
and,
dad always used shotguns, so
Yeah. That's why, man, 22 wasn't an option.
really the only reason we carried the
saying-
22 was because it was about, I don't know, 2 feet long and I could hold it.
Yeah, quite possibly. Right. So that takes care of that. Now let's just we'll get everybody involved in this. Then we'll get back to big game, because I'm limited on big game because I don't go moose or bear or elk hunting. So I do have a limit.
I've trapped squirrels.
My
Does that
big game
count?
stops at deer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I've hit
So-
squirrels with a Toyota.
So let's say
Does that count?
instead of your EDC, because we already did an episode on that, woods walking. Does it change when you go camping? Your everyday carry to a woods carry. Who would like to start, Nick?
You don't have to start with me, bud. I'm okay.
Well,
But yeah,
ahead.
no, I mean, what? Okay. Well, you looked so excited. I didn't want to take anything from you.
Nope. Go for it.
Yeah. I do carry a different gun when I go for hikes or overnighters or whatever kind of camping. I really like my Hill People Gear chest rig. Everyone at the table knows that.
yeah.
I'm pretty much a gear
He
whore
would
that
wear
way.
it to work if it didn't get in the way of grinding knives.
It's pretty well. I have considered it. But it's a great way to carry a gun. I really have been enjoying the Glock 44 that I picked up a little while back. And that's a 22, but everything about it is a Glock 19. So if you're familiar with that platform, same exact dimensions, specs, everything, except it shoots 22s. So it makes a great snake gun. It's super lightweight because the slide is all polymer. Just a blast. So I like that. But,
I'm not familiar with that one at all.
oh, it's
Never heard
fantastic.
Glock
gun.
44?
No,
Yeah.
no. Well, I've never handled one. Did I?
Oh, I,
Oh,
didn't- I
got
thought
one.
I brought it in and showed you.
You may have, but
I
it's
did
like
once
I
at
never
a gun
shot
shop.
one.
It's
That's-
super light.
They're
Right,
fantastic.
right.
They're so much
That
fun.
sounds cool. I'm
It was on my-
unfamiliar with that
it's on my
particular
list.
Glock. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, if not that, if I feel more old school, then I go with my Ruger Wrangler, which I know is similar to one of Tyler's guns. He'll probably talk about here in a bit. But it's another 22 based off of, what is it? Colt Navy, right? Yeah, the single action Colt revolver.
Nodding your head doesn't help on radio.
Sorry, yeah,
Well,
I'm just
I'm
thinking.
very limited on information.
But it's like a cowboy gun. It's a single action revolver. A lot of fun. But yeah,
How many rounds that one hold?
6.
Okay, so it's not, because I think some of the 22s kind of have 9 in them and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no, that one's everything's sort of scaled to be about, the same again as like a single 6.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's fun. The Glock holds 10, and that's hard to beat. It's really nice.
No,
So it's great snake gun, great
have to look at
plinker.
that one.
Oh, fantastic. And all the Glock 19 holsters fit it.
Quite
Of
handy.
course.
Yeah.
Dig it.
It's a
Especially
great
if the
training
Glock is
tool
your
too.
carry gun, then you can have that.
Yep.
Takes right across. Good, good. I like that. All right, Mike, you going next?
Sure. Kind of depends if I'm backpacking versus camping. Typically, if I'm backpacking, I like to carry the 43 just because it's a much smaller, lighter weight gun and doesn't take up a lot of room. And it's what I carry on a every day, so it's pretty easy just to throw it in the backpack and go. Car camping, I typically prefer the 17 because it's a bigger gun. I've got a light on it, all those good things.
Nick,
A lot more capacity.
Are you
Don't worry about it.
pouring moonshine? or
Your water's
something
very
over
loud.
Don't worry about it. All right. I moved my mic away so it wouldn't make noise.
there? Well, the group can hear you. Boop, 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 boop.
So the 17, I think, is just a good camping gun for me because of the fact that it holds 17 rounds and it's got a flashlight on it and all those good things. So I like that for when we're car camping, and I just throw it on my Kydex holster outside the waistband and put it around.
No long guns?
Nope, I've gotten away from all my long guns. Got tired of having to
Nobody
keep up the
throwing that in
practice
at this
because
point. I thought this was just carry.
I have a right-handed left-eye dominance issue. So if I don't shoot long guns all the time, then it takes me forever to pick it up. Yeah, exactly.
They're all trying to hold their hands out and crisscross.
That
it.
might be me also.
They look like they're
Don't
playing.
you, Dave,
The,
this how you do it?
what is that? What is
Yeah.
that game?
did that
where they
work
put all
for
the
you?
dots
Then
on the
I'm
floor?
right-handed, left-eye dominant too.
Oh, so you
But
can shoot
I-
together.
Wait a minute. I don't know.
Wow, this is fun to
I'm-
watch.
I
I wish
mean,
you guys could
I
see
was about
this.
to say, I wish there was a
Interesting.
visual component to this because you all look derpy. You're all like pushing and pulling and
Well,
looking
I
at your
thought that
hands.
sounded familiar, and I think I am as well.
He's like, wait, I got that. Does it come
So-
in a pill?
If I'm not shooting a long gun constantly, the first time I pick it up, I'm like, which eye do I put it on? Because I shoot my pistol out of my left eye.
See, I was unaware.
Oh, I got to circle
Holy
back
crap,
real
I
quick.
do
If
too.
we're doing
Okay.
long guns too, then
Oh, yeah. Well,
Shout out.
woods walking.
yeah. Shout out to the Ruger Mini 14. That's been my absolute favorite.
223.
yeah.
Okay.
Mine is.
Yeah, dig it. The ranch gun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just a classic.
Mm-hmm. Ty.
Well, I only have one sidearm that I carry in the woods, and just in general, it's the Heritage Set Rough Rider 22 revolver.
Okay.
I don't know. It holds 6 rounds, 6-inch barrel. It's a real long, bulky thing, but it actually does real good for snakes and scaring away critters and everything else that you
Yeah,
use it
that's-
for.
I like the style for sure.
Mm.
The cowboy. Oh, I'm big on cowboy.
It's quite a
guns.
sight to watch him just carry it on a regular basis.
Cowboy guns are cool, man. How can you not like
Hells
them?
to the yeah.
Right on. Scott, what are you woods walking with?
Um,
Camping, woods walking.
Let's see. There's always the glove box gun, so when I go camping, there's something in there.
I'm
where are you
laughing. I'm laughing because I am someone that has helped him clean the rust off of and out of said glove box toy.
I don't know what. What gun? Which one?
Your Taurus revolver.
I sold that.
Some
The rest was no extra
Some poor
charge.
fool paid money for that. I'm
Whatever.
sorry to whoever got that gun.
Whatever. But if I am carrying for fun, let's say, stroll through the woods or something like that, I will definitely put on the ATI 1911, the commander size, because that thing is a shooter. It's a little heavy for everyday carrying, but man, is it a good gun. I know ATI, you might think, oh, that's a $500 1911, but this one must have been built on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Definitely wasn't a Friday gun because it is. She's a shooter.
I love those.
Yeah, there's some.
Nick
things you
owned it
just-
for a little while.
I did.
Is
You
it
gotta-
not a?
It's a great gun. No, it's
Yeah,
it's a very nice gun.
I like it. I got a couple extra mags
Yeah.
for it and a couple different holsters. I'm a bit of a holster freak, so I got probably a few holsters for every gun. If I have to go long gun, I have to take the Ruger 1022 breakdown.
Hmm.
Fits in that little
Yeah.
backpack thing, goes in the truck easy.
Now, did you ever
I
get
got-
one of those Magpul stocks and forearms for it?
No, it's still all stock, other than a couple.
It's a camo one though, right?
No, I sold that one to Stumpy.
Oh.
This
That name
and
comes
yet-
up a lot.
And yet I have the reputation as
this
being
is
the
just
trader.
black with a stainless barrel.
Okay.
I do have a red dot.
They're very, very nice.
It's an awesome gun.
Yeah.
Another tack driver.
Yeah, just
You
phenomenal
got to shoot
pieces.
all 30 rounds to probably take something down, but it's
No,
a heck
super
of a
fun
shooter.
though.
Yeah, that sounds real good. I like them. Elaine has one. I'm
Fantastic.
digging it.
Yep. There are some other guns here and there. I do have my dad's old Winchester bolt action single shot 22
Yeah. Oh, nice.
with a broken stock. I'm gonna fix someday, but
Oh yeah, you ought to fix that up. That's probably just a nice little plinker.
yeah, I haven't shot that in forever. And I have my Marlin 22 semi-auto rifle.
Is
They
that
got me-
does it have the tube you have to feed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the red thing in the end. That's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there
yeah.
empty.
Spring-loaded magazine.
But they're again a great little shooting
Oh yeah.
rifle.
Yeah. A few Glocks floating around. That 1911s is a fun one to carry because it shoots fantastic.
Man, that little Marlin, you ought to drag that thing out. What a that
I did. I usually air these things out
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve.
Okay. My dad, I remember when
and
I
it
was a
wasn't shooting
kid,
so good.
it was either, remember Mr. Wiggs? We had it was like a Kmart and a Hills and a Hearts
I
we
think
had.
that was before I
It
moved
was either
into this
Mr. Wiggs or
area,
Hearts,
but I know what you're
think. And
talking
I could be
about.
wrong. It could have been Kmart, but I'm going to say no to Kmart. But
Not sure on that one.
I think it was one of the other ones. They had that Marlin rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm probably Sam's age, like 9, 10, 11.
Sam, you look older with the beard.
Wow.
Good.
So he comes home
least
and,
you're not 5.
they had this special and it came with a scope. And we
Mhm.
went out groundhog hunting with that thing. I just thought that was
Nice.
the neatest thing. You pull up that and fill the tube with 22. I don't even know
Yeah.
how many rounds it holds.
A lot.
Yeah. Oh, it was a pow.
Oh
Man.
yeah.
What a cool little
It's
rifle.
like the next step up from the Red Rider.
Oh,
You just keep firing the
Yeah.
ball in.
Well, that's basically yeah.
what a
Yep.
fun little plinker.
It was my first
No
gun.
doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you have
first
to drag
real
that
gun.
thing out, man, because I had some good memories
It
with
needs
that.
a hose down with the ballistol and a couple hundred rounds put through it to loosen it back up again. Been sitting too
That'll
long.
fix the rust right up.
Yeah, and blow the rust right
Probably.
out. Right on.
If you ever want any help, let me know.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
We are, I don't know, just gun stuff in general. We are looking to get a couple AR-15 style guns for the house. That's next on the list.
Like, you going to pick them up now, or?
Oh, it's on the list. Very
Okay.
soon. Very soon.
There's a bunch on
So that's,
eBay right
I
now.
think
They're
you
coming
might have
from
more troubles
Afghanistan.
getting those than you think.
So, are you,
I don't know.
any other things for Woods time?
A lot of knives.
Yeah.
Gun-wise,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah.
That's a podcast on
That-
itself.
That's it. I really like that 1911. I've had a bunch of different 19. When I was going to start working security, armed security, my buddy Greg, who has passed away, he says to me, "Try one of these." It was a Taurus. It was a smaller Taurus that shot 45 ACP. And I
Hmm.
bought that, and it was a handful.
Right.
So shot that, sold that, got something else. I've gone through a bunch of different pistols. Finally settled on the Glock. Didn't like the SIGs. Just don't fit me. I know they're very good quality guns. I just didn't care for it. Had a bunch of different Glocks, and the one that I did very well on my qualification with was the Glock 17. I sold my 19 to get the 17 because I thought full-size gun it'll shoot better, and I aced it. I did really, really good, and I carried that for quite a while.
Nice.
So I will get another one of those eventually. That's a great gun. You can't beat that one.
Heck no.
The only Glock I would not own again, just FYI, is the little bitty baby double stack 357 SIG. I can't remember what model that is,
Boy, I
but
bet that was a handful.
I couldn't hit the side of a barn with that sucker.
Yeah.
That was too hot for me anyway.
Well,
I couldn't shoot
for
it.
me, I got little hands, but I never was comfortable with that.
I never.
I-
Yeah.
No, I
they weren't
honestly,
comfortable for me. My
I-
hands too small, I think.
I'm
It
a
just didn't
Glock
work for
guy.
me.
I love
Yeah,
Glocks.
I
Well,
love
this was
Glocks.
a little
But,
gun,
yeah,
but
I was never a fan of the
too hot.
subcompact.
Boy, that
mini.
thing packed a punch.
But you know what? They
Double
served a
stack one.
purpose in the market,
yeah.
and there's guys that work them well. No doubt about it. Yeah. Right on. Sammy, what do you, woods walking, camping, what do you like dragging out?
I don't do change well, so I can kind of stick to the same thing.
Yeah.
Glock 43, pretty much whenever
Yep,
camping, hiking. I don't do a whole lot of
That's
that.
the kind of the point of
the wood-
everyday carry.
woods thing.
Doesn't matter what you're doing.
I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, I have a 1911, but I just don't carry it.
Too heavy.
Well,
right?
I haven't found a holster that I love yet. And
I think Scott can probably help you with
I'm
that.
too cheap to spend
You know
money.
what? I almost bought over the weekend. Yeah, last weekend, I guess. We happened upon a huge flea market thing at a church. And there was an old guy there with a bunch of different guy crap at a flea market. And one of them, I'm pretty sure, was a leather U.S. Army looking chest rig, like a tanker setup for a 1911.
Oh, you should have grabbed that.
I should have.
Yeah,
That would be
kinda cool.
perfect for woods walking. It's right here.
Yeah.
There's
Not
a
gonna
company
feel it.
that
Yeah.
makes a Kydex holster that actually fits like that. It's got a strap that goes around your chest and one over a shoulder.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, what are these? I think they go around and there's one over your shoulder.
Right. The market
I think-
was originally for people that
an
were.
original-
The Alaskan,
big
there's an
game hunting.
Alaskan company.
Yeah,
right,
the
that
Bear
makes a-
Guide.
What is
I
it?
don't think they're
They're-
in Alaska, but yeah, that's
for
what
like the
they
Ruger
are.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, they
I
started
always
out
wanted one of
doing
them.
big bore,
I should've
revolvers,
bought
but
that
now
now.
they do them for
Oh, yeah.
everything. So there's there's a nice, Glock 17 and 19 holsters.
Yeah, I
and
can't
stuff.
think of the
It
name
was-
of the company, but I like their stuff.
Similar
40 bucks.
concept, honestly, to how the Hill People gear bag works.
Oh, right.
It's just,
Right.
it's just the holster though. Like
Mhm.
there's no bag, no other stuff.
Yeah, this is just
just
a
a,
right.
just a
This is
holster
just a
that
holster.
fits on your, right directly over your heart, basically.
Love the concept, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably still will get one of those one of these days because that is cool. But
I
yeah.
think I was thinking it wouldn't work with the Commander length barrel, but
Oh,
in hindsight, I guess where it might snap over at the back, that's probably all the same
well,
size.
it was a flea
Just-
market. You probably ain't gonna get it.
It was
so.
$40. I should
I
have
know
bought the
you
dang
ain't gonna
thing.
get it now.
Oh, well.
They moved on. Right
He
on.
left.
Hi, Sammy.
That's all I got.
Oh, that was it. You were
I
done.
mean,
you don't.
the 1911's in the truck when I'm camping, but
okay.
I tend to not get it out. It's just there.
See,
in case the truck gets unruly and you gotta
Yeah.
get into a gunfight with
yeah,
it.
you just never know.
like for me, you guys know that I really don't like change.
He
However,
learned it by
I
watching
wonder
you.
where I get it
I know.
from.
Well, but however, it's fun to go out and try new stuff. So naturally, I go overboard sometimes when we go.
Not hardly.
Oh, stop.
Oh, was that out loud? I apologize.
Wow. Play nice, children.
I do have, it depends because we'll go out and we'll go for a hike, and I have my Hill People gear chest rig like Nick with my Ruger Vaquero and 45 long Colt. That
Ooh, dig it.
is such a fun woods gun. And then backwoods leather, is that the Virginia guy, Nick?
Yeah, backwoods leather. Mhm.
Made a holster for that for a hip. Man, fantastic. Love it. Like you're mowing the grass around the farm, just hanging around camp. What a great Vaquero. Love having my
Oh, his
Vaquero in
holsters
that.
just in
That
general.
sounds like a handful of gun though in 45
No,
long Colt. Or
actually,
is the gun
it
really
is
heavy
a-
and it's
No,
got
no,
Oh,
no.
it
It's
is
completely
a
different
sweetheart.
animal.
Yeah, it is a sweet. You're thinking like 45-70. That would be a bear.
I guess.
But 45 long Colt, man, it's a very comfortable
Yeah, I
shooter.
was about
It
to
really
say.
is. I'll have to let you shoot it because it's pleasant.
Bring it in.
Yeah, it's pleasant. So
We'll see what the hell's
I
up.
really like that. Like if we're gonna kind of do a camp for a couple 3 days, I'll probably have my Vaquero with me. If we're gonna do a shorter and for no other reason, just because I have it and I want to do that instead of carrying my EDC, I would carry. That fly has hit every single
It
person.
just landed right on the tip of my nose.
He was
on
checking
my
to see
hair
if
a
you were
second
dead or
ago.
not.
Okay, so we're basically at the front of the shop, and if you've seen the shop, there's a great big garage door at the front. For
It's a
whatever
beautiful day
reason,
out.
right now there are flies.
Flyville.
A lot of flies.
Jeez.
Like we're talking Lord of the Flies kind of level of flies here.
All day.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyway, I have my Ruger, and the name American. I
Yeah.
was thinking, what? Which one am I? But it's in 45 ACP. Another really nice shooting pistol.
You have to use the moon clips to hold it in?
No. This is like a
45 ACP.
Yeah.
is
Oh,
a
I
pistol.
thought you meant
No,
revolver.
No. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay,
It's
sorry.
the Ruger American is I like it. It's a great shooting gun. People have the love hate, but I do like that. Also have a leather hip carry for that one. But if it's just purely woods, fun time and stuff, man, it's the Vaquero all the way for pistol
Mhm.
carry. Now for
Cool.
long gun and again camping, I have got a 44 Magnum Ruger lever gun.
Oh.
And I
Dig it.
love it. I got it off of my dad, who bought it at a pawn shop probably in the 80s.
Loves me some
Oh.
lever gun.
This, but in a 44 mag.
Any-
Oh my
I-
goodness!
Honestly, the thing about lever guns and the history of those is just so fascinating for one thing, and the fact that it's a tool that's meant to be used hard. In any caliber, they are just a joy.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most underrated
Unless it's
things.
45-70 and you're trying to sight it in, and you have only oh my gosh,
That'll
did that
punch
thing
you in the
wear me
shoulder a
out.
little bit.
Yeah. But a 44 is such a, again, pleasant shooting long gun. Pleasant shooting. And enough zing to do whatever you want. And it's short. It's like a,
Yeah.
if you guys are familiar with like Winchester trappers and stuff, the shorter of the lever guns.
No.
It's a small gun. I think it's 9+1 or 10+1. I'm
That
not.
sounds right.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, what a fantastic little piece.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Remember
So-
when we went? Might have been at the farm, and Timmy Stetzer came with us, and we had some lever guns.
He,
Or-
well,
or he
his,
did.
he has the same thing that I have in an octagon barrel
Yeah, yeah,
357.
yeah. That's what I.
Yes.
That's
that
the first
is
time
a
I shot a
sweet
lever
shooter.
action
Oh,
rifle. I'm like, I gotta have one of these.
oh yeah,
remember?
his. Oh
And
yeah.
then
Is
I
that when you
bought-
got the zombie gun?
Then I bought the
The
zombie
zombie gun.
edition.
Oh.
whatever the
Marlin.
heck
Was
that-
that a Marlin?
Yeah, it was a
Uh,
Marlin.
Yeah.
Was it a Marlin tactical?
You tried to.
Okay.
You traded it away at
That
PWIP, I
thing
think.
No offense to the company. That thing sucked.
You didn't like that one?
Oh,
I
you didn't
couldn't.
like
I
that?
couldn't load it.
Really?
Oh, I
This,
don't remember.
the gate on the side to put the rounds in, it kept
Right.
popping the rounds back out.
Oh,
And
might have
everyone's
been
like,
just something-
"No, you need to just break it in and shoot it." Wow, that was a
Yeah.
pain in the butt. I sold it.
Oh, I
I would
love
like
mine.
another one at some point because that was especially his was, I'm sure, nicely broken in. and
Winchester 64 30-30.
yeah,
Nothing but
64?
joy.
It was
Yeah.
good
Different
shooting.
than,
What about
I
a
know
Golden
94
Boy?
I'm
They had the
familiar.
94 and the 64.
Okay, what's the
there were a
difference?
bunch. Specific specs I couldn't
Okay,
probably
'cause
rattle off
I'm
right off the top
not,
of my head.
I'm not.
I think there was a barrel length thing.
Maybe that's the shorter trapper number. I don't
Can't
know.
remember.
94 is the classic, right? That's.
I think so. Yeah.
What about a Golden Boy?
Oh,
those were great.
Those are
yeah.
good? Yeah.
Anything Henry. Really.
Actually, what
I've never.
do
had
they?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a 22 and 44 mag, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
We have a
Oh, yeah.
22.
I would take a 44
You
mag
can
Golden
get
Boy
it-
in a
Yes,
heartbeat.
yeah, I
You
don't
can get a
Okay.
22
Yeah.
mag too now. I think.
Can you?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
man.
that's
I would want the
all day.
bigger one. I think.
Yeah, that's a
I
beauty.
got 22 covered.
That's a beauty.
Yeah,
I like
that.
that a lot. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Sorry about that, guy. So yeah, lever gun, can't beat them all the way around. I let go of a 30-30 that was a tack driver, pleasant shooting gun. Got a bug up my butt. Wanted to trade it off on something else.
Okay.
You know, that's like, man, I wish I could get that one back.
Mm.
Yeah. So you find a good traditional. I'm a big fan of the Marlin lever gun, hands down. Man, did they make a good product. So
I'm sure.
if I wasn't doing that,
Nick is giving me a
how,
face.
how
I was
can
not.
you how can you not like
Uh-uh.
how can you not like the AR platform? And again,
Oh, yeah.
for a woods gun, just a pleasant shooting. See, my
Especially a
dad was
pistol
always
configuration.
he was never like, oh, I'm not real into the black guns. He likes the hunting guns, and I totally get it. And I said, Dad, I know I was the same guy. And this is funny. We just had this conversation last night. I said, I surely wish that I got into ARs, 15 years earlier than I did. I said, they are absolutely a blast to take out and plink. They don't beat you up. They
Yep.
are relatively out of the box accurate as heck
Super durable too.
and customizable all over the
It's
place.
the small block Chevy of the
it
gun
is.
world.
You're exact. It's the 350 Chevy. Yeah, they make everything in the world
And
to make that.
Other
thing
than
work.
like
Yep.
2 specialty tools, you can build them in your basement with
You
a
absolutely
leather
can. And you can have that is again because of the size. What a great woods gun, and just in general. I know everyone's it's a black gun, it's tactical. No, man, this is a great woods
No,
gun.
you can
It's a
put the
you can
brown
paint them
furniture
brown,
on
you
it.
know?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have right.
You can get them
Flat earth
Cerakoted, dipped. I saw one that looked like it was a watermelon. It was pink with black dots on it.
Ah,
Made to look like a watermelon, no joke.
I've seen the Hello Kitty ones.
yeah.
A donut one too. It looked like it sprinkles on top of a donut.
I
But
just saw a Glock like that somewhere.
I don't get those. Like, I'd be okay with green or brown,
Have you seen the
whatever, but like,
Have you seen the handguns that look like the Nintendo blasters?
that's a bad idea.
That's a good way to get
That's
yourself
a
killed.
terrible idea.
yeah, I guess I don't
You're
know
gonna
what
shoot
that
your
is.
TV.
But that yeah.
Well,
The AR
especially like in
platform's
the
just kinda neat
shorter
for fun.
or the longer pistol lengths, like the
Mhm.
10.5-inch barrel, 10-round magazine. I mean, that is a super lightweight gun, easy to carry.
Yeah. And planking. My gosh, just sitting around camp planking, putting up a target and just
Yeah.
having some fun.
That's the
I
thing.
love that.
And like, we talked earlier before we started recording about bows a little bit. Stump shooting and stuff with a bow is super fun.
Oh, yeah.
And the same thing, you can go out with your 22 and have the same kind of fun and enjoy yourself the same way. You can do it safe. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like those are things that get left behind a little bit. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Funny though.
God. Milwaukee. Ugh.
So now, how many at the table are deer hunters? That's what I thought.
Does
Sorry.
putting your hand
It
up
just-
help the people that are
Yeah.
listening?
It just
Okay,
never.
so Sam and I have
it
our
just
hand up.
never
The other
came
guys
up
aren't
for
really
me.
into it. That's okay.
I went once.
One time, I know. We heard.
I'm
your
happy to
story.
go. I just never
Did
went.
Tyler not put his hand up?
He did not.
Did you hear the question?
He
I
did.
mean,
he was a
I
small
deer
game
hunt.
hunter.
Okay.
I deer hunt, but not as avidly. I've done once or twice. I'm
He
going to
does
start.
So,
Okay.
so Sammy and I both hunt West Virginia, which is a high-powered rifle state, or at this time.
Yeah, currently.
Currently at the recording of this podcast.
Tyler uses his teeth.
So, Sammy, what are you running for gear on your deer trip?
I have hunted with a 270 for as long as I can remember. My dad gave it to me. It's the only gun I've ever used.
Bolt gun?
Yeah.
Okay, bolt gun. Right.
The exception of the one time that my grandfather let me shoot his 300 Winchester Magnum.
That's a
Other
nice
than
caliber.
that, yeah, that's
I sure do like
that's
that
a
one.
lot of gun.
That's a lot. That's a nice
Yeah.
flat.
I
like
have
that.
for the last number of years loved my 30-06 Thompson Center Encore. They're small, single shot rifles. If you guys out there know what the Encore and the Contender platforms are, they're
I thought that
interchangeable
was a-
barrels.
Pistol,
No,
like a
well,
long pistol.
mine happens to be a rifle.
Oh,
Do both.
My Contender I have set up as a pistol.
so you can just change the stock
You-
and do.
Okay, now there's the whole short barrel. I'm not going to get into
there's
those.
like
I do everything
blurred lines
legal.
there.
I'm
Yeah.
not asking to be.
I know,
mean
but
about
I
it, I
have a
just don't
Contender
know.
set up as a pistol, which is it's a Contender pistol.
Okay.
It is what it is.
That you would
Registered
put
as a
on
pistol.
a bag,
and,
take
and
to the
shoot-
range, or something like that.
Yeah, or you can hunt with
or on
it.
a
Yeah.
rest.
You can hunt with
No,
Oh.
I have a few multiple calibers that I
Okay.
can interchange with. But we're talking about like what I would carry deer hunting.
Yeah.
Younger, when I was like Sammy's age, 9, 10, I was probably using 410 pumpkin balls.
You're going to have these people thinking that I'm 9 or 10.
How old are you, Sam? For the official record, please.
Earlier in the podcast evolution, you've been 5 for quite some time.
And so I guess
True.
I have aged,
Yeah,
but
babe,
true.
4 years.
I mean-
Jeez, I gave you that.
something just flashed in my direction. It was bright. I'm 25.
What in the world are you talking about?
I know.
The feller in the office there just flashed me with
Oh.
a flashlight.
Oh.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, I'm
So 9 or
definitely-
10 anyhow. Back to the story.
Yeah.
I definitely
Did you say
the
your age? I
Encore
missed it.
for
Okay,
for
good.
rifle hunting. I just it's light. I can carry it all day long. It's just a fantastic piece. Again,
Bolt-
accuracy.
bolt
great.
action.
No, single shot.
Oh.
Yep, single shot Encore.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's different than a lot of other
It
things
is.
out there. So if you
So
don't
you gotta break
know
it-
about them,
You got to
Every
break it
time-
down
No,
just like a single
no.
shot rifle, or I'm sorry, like a single shot shotgun. You
Okay.
would be familiar with.
Okay. No magazine.
No magazine.
No bolt.
Single
Okay.
shot, one
Simple,
shot at a
simple.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a good
gotcha.
enough shot for that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I just
Sam needs quick repeatability.
it's one of those things.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
the
when I was
follow-up
in
shot.
my
That'll take a couple
when I was in
seconds.
my early 20s, you would see things on it. You'd watch a hunting show on TV, and that'd be, oh, that guy's carrying an Encore or something. I just wanted, right? And I finally got the opportunity to get it one time at a gun show, selling knives, and I was like, I'm getting it today. And since
There we
then,
go.
that's my main hunting rifle for deer. I love that thing. I just totally love it. Now, again, going back to just shooting targets and planking, man, a Thompson Center Contender, such a fun shooting pistol.
Mhm.
Fun. Now I've got that set up for a hip carry. I'm going to say
Kind of
hip,
holster you
hip
for that.
rig leather.
Mm.
Yeah, just outside of the way. You
Nifty.
How
Just
how
a
long is the
simple one.
barrel though? Isn't
know,
it-
on the pistol it depends. I think I have an 8-inch barrel on a 44 mag. I have a
They're made to interchange.
like
so
I have
you
a
can-
specialty 730 waters, and I think it's a 10 or 12-inch barrel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How
So
do you find ammo for that?
I have it. I have all the dies and everything.
Ah,
so.
there you go.
There's some things, like I have a 38 Crowley Jones Mastodon Killer, which was made by J.D. Jones.
Mm-hmm.
CJMK 338, 338. I have to look at it again. I've never shot it, but it was. I was at a gun show, and it was like a specialty barrel made by J.D., who happens to live up the road here from SSK, right?
Whisper light suppressors.
Yeah. So I said I gotta have it, so I bought it. I'll have to shoot it one of these days.
I'd like to see it. That'd be cool.
But it was cool. I just liked it because of the name. How can you not buy a Mastodon Killer barrel? Come on.
Speaking of which, since we're talking about projectile things, I got to tell you about my impulse buy from last weekend, and this is relevant. So, in our mall here in the local area,
We have a mall.
there's not a lot of stores. I don't know if other areas of the country are going through this, but quite a few businesses have left this mall. But one business has recently come to the mall, and I believe it's called DuckDuckGo. I don't know if...
Is it a party store?
No,
Party
wait.
favorite.
Is
wait.
it the search engine?
Nope. I thought that too. But evidently what they do is they buy Amazon overstock pallets,
Yeah.
and that's their inventory. So it's like a complete spectrum of stuff.
That sounds like a store that I don't need to go into.
Very reduced prices. But they had a spear gun.
Uh-oh.
It was $30. I had to own it. I had to possess
It was probably regularly 15.
It was actually regularly 109. So
You mean like you'd see on old Jacques Cousteau?
it is
reruns,
a
that kind of-
spearfish. Yeah, it is a scuba diving spear gun. It is
Powered by.
super fun.
Rubber
So you're-
bands.
Essentially, yeah, rubber bands. It's like
Oh.
a slingshot, but for a spear.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And you haven't brought this in for show and tell.
Yeah.
Why?
Because someone would end up
because he
with
hasn't
it
even
here.
cleared it with his wife yet.
Oh no, I did.
Look,
She
honey,
was
what
there when
I
I
got.
bought it. No, she laughed her butt off when I got it. She's like,
I
"Why are we
have.
buying a spear gun?"
Why
Because
not?
I can.
That was
see
basically
the
what I
brand?
said.
Because I don't have one yet
Yeah.
is the best answer.
I
I can
literally
give you.
looked at her and said, "Spear gun."
Because someday I'm going to have a daughter, and someday she's going to go on her first date.
I mean, we were taking it in the house, and it felt like a Home Alone moment. It's like- but yes, so
All right.
So now you have to go woods walking with your spear
with the
gun.
spear gun.
Okay, so Shark
That's a
walks up on
911
you.
call.
Yeah.
There's
Hey,
this guy.
If Sharknado happens,
He has a
I'm gonna
chest
be
pack
fine.
on. He's wearing his backpack on the front, and he's carrying a spear gun. You
Yeah.
can't miss him.
He's got one flipper and a broken snorkel out of his mouth.
Super fun to shoot, though.
He looks a little displaced, but
Surprisingly
Get him out of here.
powerful.
I guess you're going as a scuba diver for Halloween this year?
Hey, you never know.
He's going to be wearing his pink boonie hat with the black dots on it. Looks like a
Do you have a
watermelon. You,
Hawaiian
can't miss
shirt?
him.
I do.
Yeah,
But yes, so spear gun.
that's good. Oh,
I think you
interesting.
should bring it in and show.
Anyway, segue complete. I apologize for that.
So I think that covers what we carry when we woods walk. Again, for me, I think bottom line is it's almost like whatever I wake up that morning and go, hey, I want to carry this with me and have fun plinking with this week. It's kind of where it comes down to. I don't
Yeah.
have, like I told you what my favorites are, but honestly, on a whim, it could be this, that, or the other. You know, just whatever I kind of feel
It's
like.
way easier to pick when you only have like 4.
This is true. This is true.
Or two.
Or two. You just get
Well,
done.
Scott,
and
you said you
finish.
wanted to get a 17. Like you wanted to.
Oh,
If you could get your next woods gun, would that be it, you think? Or next gun like that?
I really want another AR, so that's high on my list.
Yeah.
But
And having sitting right here, I just want to tell a story. I remember me, you, and Mike going to the range, and we're all getting into the ARs years ago. And if Mike, you were there, you can remember. Scott grabs one of our ARs. I don't even know if it was his, and he starts shooting targets, and shooting well. And I'm mad. I'm ready to go home now. I was like, are
That's
you
a pretty
kidding
good
me?
shot.
I
I
know.
don't remember. Well,
You remember that? We went over
He's
there.
sort of
and
like
he's
that
like,
one
he picked it
random
up and all
gun
of a
out of
sudden,
the box.
it's
Pretty
like,
good, right? To go.
I just went out there and stood all those things up, and you're shooting them down. Stop! It's like he's hitting everything every time. And it's
Pretty good. Hey,
aggravating.
he won a zombie shoot
know.
when
I
we
was
were
gonna
down
say,
in
does
Chestnut
woodwalking-
Mountain.
Does that constitute the zombie shoot we did at
I
PWI?
didn't mean to break in, but I want everyone to know that you're a pretty dang natural doggone shot.
It's all those
aggravating.
years with the BB gun. I don't know.
I don't know.
We used to go to this event called the Practice What You Preach by PWIP, and Tara would put on the zombie shoot.
Mhm.
And the one, I think it was the first year, was a 2-gun. So I had the Glock and the AR, which just happened to be the zombie killer lower on my AR. And I won. I won that year. Because I think he also said, you don't have to stand to
Yeah.
shoot. And he got down on one knee to give an example, and I'm thinking immediately I'm going prone and lay on the ground. So I got up and I did the pistol part of it, and here comes time for the AR part. And I know I was the first guy to do it. I think somebody else did it after me. I laid on the ground and I just whacked everything I could see. And I won. So I won the box of zombie ammo and the green ammo
Yeah,
box.
that was a nice prize.
Oh yeah,
The,
no doubt.
And the
The little-
KBAR zombie knife.
zombie knife
Or
and
the
the little
Becker.
keychain with the.
It was a whole zombie.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
did good.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Terrell put on a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that was fantastic.
You did good. You still got that zombie box?
Uh,
It was a cool box.
I think that was the first time I ever
don't
did
know.
any kind of
I
competitive
know I
shoot,
still have the
too.
keychain survival zombie looking dude because that
Mm.
was hanging from my rearview mirror forever. I think I sold the zombie knife. I know I sold that gun. I shouldn't have. That's kicking myself. Like when
Oh, that
ARs
AR.
all of a sudden
Yeah,
went
yeah.
skyrockety high. Sold it at the Monroeville show for way more than I had into it, so I couldn't pass that
Yeah.
up.
You
But-
might have to look into getting another one because you
Yeah.
do shoot them pretty darn good. And
Matt just recently got one, my stepson.
cool.
It's very nice.
Be
Nice.
cool to get you on a long one.
Well, he says
Yeah,
I might
like-
get an
That'd be
AR
fun to just
10
take him out and shoot with him.
as the next gun. I'm like,
Yeah.
AR-10, that's an AR-10. And I guess they're just set up for long shooting on
Yeah.
AR
well,
platforms.
what are they? 308.
308.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was
Which
looking at pictures.
super
like,
fun,
that's-
too.
That looks pretty cool.
Love that caliber.
Right.
Just the one I had set up was not fancy. Didn't we build them here at the shop,
Yeah.
right?
You know
It
the,
was a Palmetto
Kits.
Upper.
parts,
oh,
spiked
that's right,
zombie
Back in-
lower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boy, that
that's right.
Because
whatever.
remember we started with the polymer
The
lowers that
polymer
we got at the
from-
NRA
the
show,
Oprah,
and
right.
everybody
And then-
swapped them out.
And then,
they were-
yeah, because I
they
think
were good for
you,
22s, but
Mike
that
was
was it.
getting
Yeah.
real good at putting lowers together. He could like do it on break.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he was like,
Whatever
I got it.
combo of parts I accidentally sprinkled together, that was a pretty good shooting gun.
Oh heck yeah! No,
Yeah,
that
get
was
another
real
one.
good. You gotta grab you another one.
There's
Those-
no way I can talk about ARs without once again saying to Tim Stetzer, I'm sorry I melted your gun bag with the hot barrel that one day at the
Yeah.
rain.
Yeah, no. Brand new bag.
It
That's all
happens.
right. He didn't want it. Yeah, he probably still thinks about you.
I'm sure every time he looks at the melted bag.
Like, oh look, there's my bag. Thanks,
There's
Scott.
dumb scooter, okay.
But that's it. Anybody have any final thoughts on woods walking, camping, gun? I think we kind of covered everything.
Do you
I
wanna-
hope this is kind of what you guys were looking for. These are the things that we like, and again, we're pretty diverse. Everybody likes something a little bit different. But again, that's the beauty of where we live in the United States.
So we've
We
kind of
have those
covered the gamut
opportunities.
from cowboy guns
Oh
to
heck yeah!
single action.
It's one of
long
those
rifles.
whatever day.
Shooting
You know,
zombies.
what are you feeling like that day? You want to be zombie shooting, cowboy shooting, or combo shooting? You know, cowboy zombies, man. Who knows?
I would also like to note that I think Hill People Gear references have made every single show that we have done.
They make
Yeah,
a
they do.
fantastic
They make great
product.
bags.
Yep.
Love 'em.
True.
So now, as you guys know that we're a knife company, so it goes without saying we have a whole bunch of knives that we carry with us all the time too.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's
this
for
takes
sure.
care of the question we had about what do we carry when we go camping or woods walking, I think. So thank you for the
Good question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
good
question. And again, if you guys would like to hear a specific
Topic.
show on topic on something, even if it's in the knife shop stuff, man, we're here to talk about that stuff. We enjoy getting together talking. You may think that we just do this now and then, but this is what we do every day. just sit around and talk and make knives.
Sometimes we
Talk about
record it.
guns. Yeah, sometimes we record it.
If you can't tell.
What we think are going to be the good shows.
We probably spend too much time talking about camping and trucks and guns and knives, in all fairness.
Yeah.
Nah.
What fun would the day be if you didn't?
I know. It's like, what's
You
the
do
new...
give us 2 15-minute breaks and a lunch.
And we all have that new next best thing we haven't bought yet.
Apparently,
Yeah.
spear guns.
Some of them are in my Amazon
That
cart
wasn't
and
on
some are in my
list.
eBay cart.
My list is a Smith & Wesson Governor. I want to get one.
God,
Dig
no.
it.
I don't know
So
what that is.
there we go.
So
All right. So if you want to hear a
full-time
specific show, let us know. In the meantime, thanks for tuning into the Shack. You have made us #1 somewhere. We're just not sure where.
In our hearts and
Yeah,
minds.
that's right. In
Wasn't
your
it
hearts
the
and minds.
Philippines
Thanks
or
for listening,
something?
man. We enjoy bringing you the content that we do bring.
Go.
Thanks again. We will talk to you real soon. Don't forget, Halloween show coming up. That probably will be our next one now, right? Because we're timing wise, maybe. So you're gonna want
Dig it.
to listen to that one. And I have a
There may be
a
ghosts
feeling, and it
or
could be in the
aliens.
ether.
Oh, okay.
Do that
Yeah.
woo woo thing like that. Yeah, there you go. This one could be our most listened to podcast, even if the people aren't here.
Oh,
Get me?
wow.
Yeah. All right. Thanks,
I got
guys.
chills.
Don't
what you
forget,
did
check
there.
us out, www.ltwrightknives.com. Check the podcast out at,
Everywhere you listen to podcasts.
there you go. Simple, easy. All right, guys, have a great day. God bless you, and bye-bye.
See ya.
See ya.